Hello everyone and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today update channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Eric's Croaker exposed as a fraud. The Bold and the Beautiful has always been a seedbed for suspension, drama, and unanticipated twists. Now it seems like the show is gearing up for another thrilling plot. Recently, the show has been keeping suckers on the edge of their seats with an intriguing plot about Eric's mysterious illness. As Eric's health gets worse, the entire Forrester family is left in the dark. IndeedDr. Colby is doubtful of what's wrong with Eric. The recent buzz about Bridget Forrester's return to the show has burned a surge of enterprise among suckers. Will she turn to be the shaft of stopgap Eric? If yes, what dark secret she'll expose? Suckers are cooking up intriguing ideas about what's really going on with Eric. Let's cave in and find out what's coming up next. Bridget and Finn steps up as Eric's guardian angel with Bridget. Making her way back to the show, observers are eager to unravel the purpose behind her return. While the show's teasers haven't revealed the sap on Bridget's specific part, suckers are connecting the blotches, especially considering Bridget's profession as a croaker. Given Bridget's job as a croaker, numerous suppose she's returning to help her sick pater. Eric. The Bold and the Beautiful suckers presume that Eric's current croaker might be concealing a dark secret. According to this proposition, the mysterious illness Eric is suffering might not be a natural circumstance, but rather a result of foul play. The addict speculates that Eric's croaker could be a fraud, working in collaboration with a mysterious person, intimately poisoning the primogenitor over time. The twist in the story might come to light when Bridget and Finn platoon up to probe into Eric's declining health. The Bold and the Beautiful enterprise suggests that as Bridget and Finn join hands to look into Eric's health, they might discover a shocking verity. As they dig deeper, they might find out that a supervillain, conceivably someone from the cleaner's history like Sheila, is behind the poisoning, trying to bring down the Forrester family. This unanticipated turn of events promises an instigative plot twist that would keep observers hooked. To make effects indeed more intriguing, suckers are wondering if old characters might come back, commodity common in cleaner operas. One addict prodigies, is Susan Flannery alive? What if that person is Stephanie? This creative idea could bring back characters from the history, making the story indeed more surprising. B&B has created a suspenseful story around Eric Forrester's mysterious sickness, so suckers are agitated to find out what's really going on. With Bridget Forrester returning to the scene, observers can't help but imagine different possibilities about Eric's health. As the show continues to unfold, suckers can anticipate further unanticipated twists and turns that will keep them eagerly staying for the coming occasion. So stick around to see what's in store for our cherished characters. Eric's surprising comeback raises eyebrows. Recent spoilers about The Bold and the Beautiful suggest that Commodity Bay is about to be. The Forrester Creations primogenitor, Eric Forrester, lately declared his grand homestretch in the fashion showdown that left suckers curious. Still, the more recent buzz suggests that Eric isn't ready to bow out just yet. In a surprising twist, it seems the iconic developer is allowing about going back to the busy world of the fashion business he created. But is that a wise decision? Suckers are eagerly staying to see if Eric can really handle the office in his current condition. So let's cave in and find out. Eric's return to work sparks concern. After turning in what he proudly called his grand homestretch design at Forrester Creations, Eric, the head of the Forrester family, is going back to work on The Bold and the Beautiful. But is this a good idea? It looks like the common feeling at Forrester Creations is don't rule anything out, as Eric Forrester wants to go back to the office. From a practical viewpoint, it's logical as Ridge cleared out the CEO's office and got it ready for Eric's big return. Indeed, though Ridge said Eric won the fashion showdown, it was really Ridge who won. Ridge did all this willingly after chancing out from RJ that Eric wasn't doing well. Of course, he'd do whatever his father wanted, including giving him control of the company. But now, Eric's newfound energy after the palm has inspired him to want to go back to the office and work on making a couture line. Originally on The Bold and the Beautiful, Eric had mentioned to Donna that he'd take it easy after the fashion showdown, but not it looks like his plans have changed. Now he's eager to return to work, wanting to be laboriously involved in the business he innovated and take on indeed more liabilities. But there's an issue. Looking back at the fashion showdown, Eric's apparel line had precious lace, jewels, and fancy trim. His extravagant choices went beyond the company's budget, but everyone let it slide because he's the CEO and author. Now the concern is, what if Eric's forthcoming line proves to be too precious? Who'll be stalwart enough to say no to him? Another concern is what will be with Ridge. Presently, he's letting his father take over as the CEO, but how long can this last? What if Ridge doesn't agree with the way Eric wants to run the company? What if Eric is spending too important plutocrat? Now let's consider Eric's health. We are still uncertain about the specific illness affecting him, except that he's in a critical condition and has only a many months left to live. On The Bold and the Beautiful, Eric lately informed Donna and Katie that he prefers to keep it under wraps. But little does he know, RG revealed the sap to his parents, and they participated the news with his siblings. Ridge is also on the verge of telling his own siblings. The secret is bound to face soon, and he won't be pleased. Of course, this assumes he doesn't start coughing during a business meeting. Returning to work might not be the wisest decision for Eric, but also again, maybe rediscovering a sense of purpose in his life will serve as the phenomenon cure he needs. John McCook opens up about the intimidating opinion that brought his family together. On screen, The Bold and the Beautiful's Eric and his favored bones are dealing with a shocking opinion and the veritably real possibility that he won't be then in 6 months. Our big stopgap, however, is that no matter what happens, it'll draw the Forrester family together much the way Stephanie's end did all those times agone. In real life, John McCook and his family have been dealing with an earth-shaking opinion of their own that brought them together. It happened. McCook participated when his and woman, Laurette Spang's son, Jake, was diagnosed with schizophrenia. John McCook, wife Laurette, son Jake, the actor, speaks about it a bit in a videotape he participated on Instagram, saying, "When Jake was first diagnosed with schizophrenia, it was intimidating, actually, to Laurette and me as it would be, I suppose, for anyone. There's a smirch attached to the word schizophrenia, and on top of that, there's a veritably wide diapason of what schizophrenia means or represents. Fortunately for us," he continued, "and for Jake, he's not in a radical place with it. It's in an area where it can be managed, but getting the opinion is just the first part of it. It may come as a shock at first and may need to settle in a bit, but McCook and his family didn't waste a lot of time before trying to figure out how we're gonna deal with this. We went to Croakers. Some of them were helpful and some of them weren't really so. Laurette, and I give her all the credit for this, Laurette took charge of figuring out how we were gonna deal with this as a family." Check out the full communication below as McCook opens up about the experience, along with the book his woman and son wrote on living with schizophrenia. As McCook admits, he was careful not to read the book until it was finished, but he's so proud of their accomplishment or what they got done, and so proud of what I suppose the book offers to people who are curious about it or who are going through this with their own families. It's a helpful book, wonderfully instructional, and so with great pride, I recommend this book to anyone who's curious about it or curious about how it affects the family. He notes that the title, The Escarpments of Schizophrenia, may sound intimidating, but he points out, from a precipice, you can see the large outlook. It means so important that we've this book now. I hope you read it.